I try to use humour to overcome, because if you're not laughing, you're crying. You know, like it's really quite terrible to think that she's degenerating and that there's nothing really we can do about it. But there is something we can do about ourselves, and we need to be proactive about our health and about our family members, and just to remember to find ways to relax, to find ways to be more physically active, and to eat better, and to manage all of those factors, because stroke isn't something that comes out of nowhere. It's something that's affected by the way that you live.
Things still had to keep going, you know, you still had to do the washing and you still clean the house and all of those sorts of things. And I guess some of that went a bit wayward. And as for caring for myself, I think I let myself go quite a bit. It was the entire focus was really on Ross and trying to get Ross well enough to come home. Yeah, so it's a difficult thing for carers to be able to, I should be as fit as a Mallee bull with, the exhaustion and the physical work that it takes to care for Ross. I should be, but it's not the case, I'm afraid. So you always put yourself last. It's like, you deal with your spouse and your children always before yourself. And I guess as part of a carers group, it's really important to, that we can get access to, some suggestions to be able to look after ourselves and to other people who are in the same sort of situation as well.
Stroke survivors have a lot of things going on in their life. And again, people sort of don't often necessarily understand, as well as being a stroke survivor, I'm now a primary carer. So having, the juggle of actually dealing with your own issues, but also now as a primary carer, the issues that go with that role as well. Stroke survivors are multifaceted, and so sometimes not being labelled and knowing that there's more to that person than may meet the eye. Actually, carers of stroke survivors and just carers in general try and run a very fine line.
Yeah, I think you've still got to have your own interests and still go out. I mean, we both go to the University of Third Age and we've met a lot of friends and things there. So I think sort of having a big circle of friends and you can escape the situation and have a good time is the best, really.
Respite care is one of the big tricks that carers have up their sleeve. Respite care is short-term care provided in your own home for the person that you're providing care for, or it is also care that can be provided for a longer period of time in an aged care home or some other suitable facility. Respite care basically gives you a break, a chance to recharge your batteries, to get important kind of errands and life administration done, but it also, I think, should be used sometimes to just do bugger all and to have a bit of downtime, have a wander around, or get back in touch with friends and hobbies and pastimes that you did before. So really, respite care is there to give you a chance to reconnect with the person that you were before you were the carer. I think you do see sometimes carers that go into caring full on and say no to every offer of help and become that person and that person only, that carer. And it's sustainable for a short time, but the thing carers will tell you is that it's a marathon, not a sprint. So you need to have a sense of balance, and part of it is adjusting to the fact that things are different and you're different and your loved one is different. But part of it also is taking those things that were really important to you before you became a carer and just making sure you stay connected to those as well.
And being a carer is really isolating. You're at home a lot of the time, just you and the person you're caring for. And being a teacher, I really missed the contact with other people, that's probably one of the reasons that I started the carers group and have tried to keep those going. So, you need that companionship, that communication with other people that's outside, what your carer's role is. So, yeah, it's been great to re-establish those. There's a lot of juggling involved and a lot of preparation in me being able to get back to work, to have a personal carer here at a particular time, to be able to coordinate someone to be with Ross, who's not really able to be left by himself for long periods of time, is not able to eat without supervision. So it's really important that someone's here. So a lot of juggling. But yeah, worthwhile. I think I'll get a little bit of who I used to be back.
They have a carer respite sort of service whereby if you need to, you can get somebody to come and look after Joy for a period of time. But I've never felt the need to do that. In fact, just recently they offered us to go on a boat trip, or offered me to go on a boat trip for a break, and I said to Joy, the only way I'd go is if you came too, and that wasn't really the idea at all. So we had to pass that one up.